Walsh, so good to see you. Trials, round one, just around the corner. How are you feeling? How's the body feeling?
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, it's exciting. It's been a long pre-season. I feel like it's been bloody months, but yeah, it's exciting. Excited to get back playing some footy and see what the year holds for us.
Yeah, you missed a fair bit of footy last year. You had terrible luck on the Newcombe front, so I imagine you're itching to just get out there, right?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it was a bit of a tough year. Didn't really feel like I could string a few games together. So, yeah, hopefully get a bit more luck this year with that side of stuff. But you know, it's been a long pre-season. It's been pretty tough, and yeah, excited to get back out and start playing again.
When you reflect on 2024, how do you sum it up?
Probably a tough year. You know, for myself and the club. You know, we had obviously a lot of injuries to myself, and it was probably really hard to find that consistency when you're playing, you know, a handful of games and you're coming out, going back in. So, yeah, I'd say it's a pretty tough year, but you know, it's over now, and you know, we're looking forward to what 2025's you know, got in store for us.
There were some highlights, like signing a 4-year extension. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Easy decision?
Yeah, it was easy. You know, I was obviously in the works for a, you know, lengthy time, so I was pretty stoked that we got it done there. So, you know, my family just down the road, you know, have amazing, you know, friendships and, you know, people at the club. So it was pretty easy for me to make my decision, and you know, I love being at the Bronx. So yeah, it's good.
Why do you love the Broncos so much? Like, why are they your home, your long-term home?
Yeah, obviously as a kid, you know, grow up, all I wanted to do was, you know, pull on that Broncos jersey. And, you know, when I first came into the club at 14, you know, the staff there, you know, were amazing to me, and, you know, they've all, you know, transitioned through to, you know, the first grade and stuff like that now. So, you know, I look at the Broncos as my family, and I've got, you know, amazing friendships within the players and the staff. So, you know, to be here for the next, you know, 4 or 5 years, it's, you know, amazing. Can keep growing as a person and as a player, and I know that, you know, it's awesome people that are going to keep me accountable and, you know, hold me to a high standard. So yeah, it's exciting.
It's crazy. Like, in 5 years' time, you're going to be one of the real senior guys. I'm curious, like, over the next 5 years, where do you want to see your career go? Do you have leadership aspirations?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Obviously, when I first came in, you know, I was a young kid, and some of the older senior boys now, they were probably in my shoes. So, you know, to be looking up at them now, and they're, you know, they're the seniors, and I'm sort of transitioning from that like rookie player to having a bit more of a word and a bit more of a say. It's pretty cool. But, you know, obviously in 5 years, you know, I'll obviously have Paddy and, you know, Big Pano there that I can, you know, look up to, and, you know, if I can, you know, just take little things off them over the time, and, you know, grow into more of that leader, you know, I'll be stoked. So, yeah, hopefully just, you know, keep growing as a person and as a player, and, you know, teach some of the younger boys coming through, you know, giving them any little tips where I can. Yeah, it will be amazing.
Some new faces at the club. Obviously, new coach Mark Maguire and a big signing in Ben Hunt. Does it feel a little bit like a new chapter, a new era?
Yeah, it sure does. It does feel like a fresh start. It's always, you know, good to, you know, have that feeling where you can, you know, really feel like you can rebuild yourself. And, you know, having Madge there, it's been a, yeah, a really big eye-opening, and I feel like, you know, a light shine on us. So it's been a really tough pre-season, and I think it's, you know, been something that, you know, we've really needed. And, you know, the standard that he's brought to the club, and, you know, all of us boys are buying into and, you know, upholding, I feel like it's only going to be, you know, beneficial for us. So, yeah, it's been amazing. And having Dozer, you know, at the club, obviously I've played some games for Origin with him, and, you know, he's such a leader in himself, and, you know, he doesn't talk too much, but when he does, you know, boys listen, and, yeah, his leadership, you know, on and off the field's amazing. So it's only going to help us boys and, you know, make us better as a team. So excited to start playing.
It's funny how rugby league works, because you and Madge are on opposite, almost like enemies, right, in Origin, and then now you're working together. Do you have a little cuddle when you
Yeah, we do. You know, we touch on some moments there throughout training and stuff like that. When I sit down and, you know, go through over training, or, you know, have chats where I can get better, it's good to, you know, hear some things that, you know, he looked at when he was going up against me, that I can, you know, sharpen my tools a little bit. So, yeah, I look at it as a blessing, because, yeah, when you game plan against someone, you sort of look for their weaknesses, and, you know, to have Madge there to, you know, explain the areas, you know, where he was looking at, just only makes me, you know, hungrier to, you know, try and improve those areas of my game. So, yeah.
He's got a pretty impressive resume, Madge. Obviously, he broke the premiership drought with the Bunnies. He's coached the Super League and the Kiwis. What are you loving about him as a coach?
He's a winner, and you know, he lets you know that, you know, why he's here and what he wants to do, and that's to win premierships. And you know, for someone like myself, you know, winning's, you know, all you want to do. So you know, we'll do whatever it takes to, you know, win. And you know, we want to win premierships. And you know, Madge talks about it. He's not scared to tell us boys or tell anyone, you know, why he's here or what he wants to do. So you know, I love that confidence. And you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to hard work and what you put back into it. So, you know, we'll get to what we deserve, and you know, we've been working really hard, and you know, we're excited for a good, tough season.
What was day one under him like?
Tough. It's tough. Yeah, day one was a bit of a shock. You obviously hear a lot of, you know, the media and the outside talking about how tough he is, and you know, some of the things that you know, he does at training, and you sort of don't believe it until you see it. And I feel like we've definitely been seeing it over the last few months. And I tell you what, it hasn't gotten any easier as the weeks got longer. So, like I said, it's exciting. You know, hard work's gonna put us in a good position, and I feel like we're working really hard. So we just got to go out there and trust what we've done, and trust the, you know, connection and the bonds that we've been, you know, building over the pre-season.
Do you reckon there's a little bit of nerves before day one? Like, you got this new coach.
Oh, 100%.
You want to be president?
Yeah, for sure. For myself, yeah. I knew it was going to be tough, and I sort of, you know, wanted to, you know, prove myself and, you know, prove to Madge, you know, that we can come in and we're going to buy in, or I'm going to buy into, you know, the culture and what he wants to do with the club. So, yeah. It was, yeah, nerves, but excitement too.
He did an interview recently and he said that you watch more footy than anybody else in the team. So I was surprised. Are you a footy nerd?
I am, yeah. You know, a lot of people probably don't think it for the way I, you know, go about myself, or, you know, what they see in the media. But yeah, I do love me footy. You know, I watch every game on TV, and I watch every training session. So I feel like yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So I'm always trying to chase that, you know, that end result, and you might not never get there, but as long as you know, I feel like I can keep trying to get better at every aspect, I feel like it's only going to be beneficial. So,
yeah. How do you go in the off season when you've got nothing to watch?
Oh, it's tough. It is very tough. So I try to keep my mind busy. I'm a bit of a adrenaline junkie, so I like riding motorbikes and getting out and keeping myself busy. So it is tough though.
He said you were the Ferrari of the team as well. How does that feel?
Oh, it's a bit different, but yeah, it's obviously pretty cool. You know, Madge has spent a lot of time with myself, just having chats around where I can get better, and you know, things I can do to, you know, put my best foot forward. So it's a bit different here and those sort of things, but yeah, I just got to keep building and keep putting my best foot forward.
What does he want to see from you this year? Does he kind of challenge you on things like that?
Yeah, of course. I think a big one's probably my consistency. You know, stringing you know, good consistent games together, being that fullback, you know, that you know, the team wants to play with, being reliable. So I think there's some things that, you know, I've tried to touch on this pre-season, and just all comes with experience, playing more games, getting more minutes on the field. You know, is only going to bring that. So, yeah.
And Ben Hunt, I mean, you touched on him a little earlier, but what was your first reaction when you heard he'd signed?
Oh, I was stoked. I was sending him a few messages here and there when there was some media stuff going on, where he might go. I was sending him a few messages saying you'd look good back in a Bronx jersey.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I first found out, yeah, I was really happy. So, you know, to get him back home, you know, where he belongs, and to see him in the Bronx jersey, it's awesome. It feels like I'm a bit of a kid again, you know, watching him run out there. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a pinch me moment when we lace the boots up together and, you know, pull on that jersey. So it'd be cool.
I'm going to say you probably watched him growing up playing for the Bronx.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, I didn't miss a game. So, you know, watching him and Milf, you know, play the footy they did, having Darbs out the back. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So to be in the position, you know, that I am now, and, you know, pulling on that Broncos jersey with him, it's going to be, you know, a special moment for myself and my family.
Do you reckon he has a bit of presence about him? Like when he walked through the doors for that first day of training, you guys could go to
Yeah, of course. He hasn't stopped whinging since he's got here, so nah. Yeah, he's been amazing. Like I said, you know, that first session that he was there, you know, his leadership on and off the field, especially on the field, you know, getting us around the park, you know, making my job a lot easier. So I feel like I could just really worry about myself and, you know, what I need to do instead of worrying about anything else, because I know he's got that sorted.
Well, thank you for your time. All the best for the season.
No, thank you very much for having me.